Hello and welcome to the quick start tutorial for the LightPlot Studio software. I'm gonna explain you here the main philosophy and the workflow of the software. Here in the white area you see your 2D canvas. That's a plot that you're gonna print later. We're gonna go to settings for adjusting our stage size. Let's say we're gonna work with a width of 12 and a depth of 8. Then we scroll down to apply. And the stage is changing. If you like to, you can change the units from metric to US. And here in the scale, you got the possibility to zoom in and zoom out. Grid ruler is adding a grid, and later your fixtures will snap to this grid. Next step, I go to the palette menu. Here you see all the icons that you can insert into the 2D canvas. Let's start with a truss, simply drag and drop. Or changing to insert mode, one time clicking, it's getting red. And now you can insert wherever you click. Deactivating, again by clicking. Same for the fixtures. Here we got some conventionals, let's say a PC. I'm gonna insert. And you see it's snapping automatically to the grid. Once it is snapped to a truss, you only can move it along the truss. So it's not possible here to move it up and down until you detach it from the truss, and then you can move it freely. If you deactivate the grid, then exact movements are possible. I prefer working with a grid. Okay, as I said before, here you got truss. You can insert an info node as well. And now we come to a special thing that's very different in this software compared with other softwares. Custom fixtures. I'm personally not working with libraries of fixtures. The system here is made to create your own fixture instantly. This sounds at the beginning a bit complicated, but actually it's much faster than looking in a library, searching for a manufacturer, a model, a mode, and probably not finding your model and then contacting the manufacturer that he creates a model. We're simply gonna go here to Manage, New Fixture. We give it a name, for example it's the K10. We write a channel mode, give it a color, look for an icon, let's say this one, changing the color. And now we got our new model, our new fixture created, and we can insert it quickly into our grid. Another advantage is if we want to change the fixture, it's even easier. You're going to go here to Edit. Let's say it's not in 35 channel mode. It's in 22 channel mode, and we're gonna change the icon and we're gonna change the color. Also we could change the name. My fixture. Go to save, and it's automatically updating in the grid, here in the description and later in the report. Let's take a look how to manipulate icons. We're going to use here the PC as an example. Here you can rotate the symbol. Of course, everything is possible with shortcuts. Here's a simple duplicate. Then you got the extend duplicate. I guess you know the system from CAD software. Here you can set an offset, let's say 1 meter. Epsilon offset is 0. And we're going to create 4 copies. And it's creating here your 4 duplications. Another thing very helpful, for example, for front lights. Let's say this is a front truss. Of course, you can drag and drop the truss. If I would like to distribute here 8 front lights symmetrically, I'm gonna select the first front light, go to Fixture Array. Now I'm selecting an endpoint. By default, the endpoint is always the starting point. This makes it very easy. Take away the minus symbol. Go to the plus symbol, say 8 fixtures. And it's distributing all the 8 fixtures here symmetrically on the front truss. And of course you can move it wherever you want and do all other operations. Then we got an undo and a redo. Next thing is the button chords. Here you can apply exact coordinates to an object. Let's say we would like to move this fixture to the position 1.12 and epsilon will be 4.56. Apply and it's on the exact position. Then of course you can label objects, my fixture or my label, also the trusses, my truss. And the last thing is here the contrast. Sometimes, for example, if you got a side truss, let's do a side truss, I'm gonna rotate the truss. And now you see it's a bit difficult to read the symbol and the text. Then you click on it and go to contrast. And it's creating a white square behind the fixture. Clear selection. Well, if you got a multi-selection, it's by shift clicking on items. You can clear the selection by clear selection or using the ESC key. Next thing is the group menu. Here you can create groups. Let's say, for example, we're selecting all our front lights by shift clicking. Go to store group. We give it a name. Store. Clear. And now you see here our front light group. You can select it and you can manipulate it here with edit, whatever you want. Now the interesting part, the patch and the ID. For a quick patch of a single fixture, you select it. No, I moved it by selecting, so I have to do undo. You're gonna go to patch. You can adjust the patch, let's say 1.1. First is universe, second is DMX address. And you see the patch here. Next thing is the auto patch. Here again we adjust a start address universe, let's say 2 and DMX address 13. We can do a channel offset, let's say with 12 channels, apply. And now simply clicking on the fixtures. And as you see, it's counting up. This continues until you go to auto patch off or you change it. It always keeps the last number. Let's say we go to universe 3 now. Here with 15 offset, starting on address 1. I'm missing the point. And now we're gonna patch the front lights. Same idea is with ID. For a single fixture, we simply click, select it, click ID, give a fixture ID, let's say 101. Or with auto ID, same concept. Let's say we start with 201, make an increment of 10. And it's counting up in steps of 10. Okay, let's go to the file menu. Of course, here you got the possibility to start a new project. And here you can load a show file. Okay, next thing important is printing. Whenever you print, you're gonna print what you see here on the 2D canvas. It's very easy, you simply select your printer, your paper size, and that's it. Let's do a horizontal printing. We're gonna open it up and here it is. If we zoom in, you see it's on a very high quality. And the information are exactly what you see on your 2D canvas here in the LightPlot Studio software. Next step is the report. Here in the report you see all the informations, different columns, truss, type, label, fixture ID, and so on. Here you see the absolute position of each item, the rotation, and here's a relative position. The relative position is always a fixture counted from the left end of a truss. So here, for example, the fixture 101 is in an absolute position of -5 and a relative position of 1 meter from the truss. Let's take a look here. 101 is here. The absolute position is -5, but it's 1 meter from the left end of the truss. That helps you a lot if you set up in a real venue. You got the possibility to sort the patch or to sort it for fixture ID. Whatever you select here will be the first column and sorted incrementally. Then of course you can go and edit the patch. Whatever you edit here will be adjusted automatically in the LightPlot. Let's say here the patch from 101 we're gonna change to universe 1011. And we're not putting a Lee filter, not a Lee 205, we put a CTB. And as an extra, an iris. Done, close. And we're gonna see here the 101 got the patch 10.11. The report also, as the plot, got a print menu. You can choose your printing. You can download it as an Excel. I choose a format for a very old Excel 97 on. So it's also possible to import it to modern Excel. Then to copy as a TSV or download as a CSV. Let's go back here to the settings. Here you also got the possibility to adjust the legend size, the icon size, make visible the label, patch, show fixture ID. And of course you can move all the other items as well. Okay, so on. I hope this was helpful for you and you can start now with the LightPlot Studio software. Have some fun!